I know what it feels like to fail. I know that gut-wrenching moment when everything you worked for crumbles. The moment when doubt creeps in, when the weight of disappointment presses down on your shoulders, and when you start questioning if you're even good enough. I know the sting of rejection, the frustration of setbacks, the exhaustion of trying and trying, only to fall short. Maybe you've given your all to something, a dream, a relationship, a business, a career, only to watch it slip through your fingers. Maybe you've faced doors slammed in your face, people doubting you, or even worse, doubting yourself. Maybe you're at the point where you're thinking, why even try anymore? But let me tell you something. This is not the end of your story. Failure is not a full stop. It's just a comma. It's a pause, a lesson, a redirection. You are not defined by the moments you fall. You are defined by the moments you rise. Think about it. Every great success story has a chapter of failure. Steve Jobs was fired from the very company he built, Apple, before coming back to revolutionize the world. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team before becoming one of the greatest athletes of all time. Oprah Winfrey was told she wasn't fit for television before becoming an icon. J.K. Rowling was rejected by multiple publishers before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. What do all of these people have in common? They didn't stay down. They didn't let failure define them. They used failure as fuel. And that's exactly what you need to do right now. Because here's the truth. Failure is not a dead end. It is a detour. It is life's way of testing you, strengthening you, and preparing you for something greater. It is a fire that burns away doubt and reveals what you're truly made of. But here's the catch. You have to get up. You have to stop seeing failure as a signal to quit and start seeing it as proof that you are in the game. Because the only people who never fail are the ones who never try. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of success. Every single time you fall, you are one step closer to victory if you refuse to stay down. So I ask you, what are you going to do now? Are you going to sit in your disappointment and let failure define you? Or are you going to rise? Are you going to let this setback break you? Or are you going to let it build you? Are you going to give up on your dreams? Or are you going to fight for them harder than ever before? Because you are stronger than your failures. You are bigger than your mistakes. You are capable of more than you've ever imagined. Stand up, dust yourself off, and go again. Go with a new mindset. Go with a new hunger. Go with the knowledge that failure is not your enemy. It's your teacher. The world hasn't seen the best of you yet. Your greatest chapter is still unwritten. So rise, fight, keep pushing forward. And when you finally succeed, and you will, you'll look back at this moment and realize, this is where my comeback began. The time is now. Let's go get it.
You are. This moment right here, right now is your turning point. You have the power to rewrite your story. You have the power to take every failure, every mistake, and turn it into the foundation for your success. So get up, wipe the dust off your shoulders, look in the mirror and tell yourself, this is not the end. This is just the beginning. Because one day you're going to look back on this moment and realize it wasn't failure. It was just the start of your greatest comeback.
Every failure teaches you something. Every setback makes you stronger. The question is, will you let it build you or break you? Because the truth is, success doesn't belong to the person who never failed. It belongs to the person who never gave up. The call to action, it's time to rise. So, I ask you again, why not you? Why not be the person who keeps going when others stop? Why not be